The Wynwood of today is nothing. There's nothing in Wynwood that
at all
that resonates or has
cutter.
any type of authenticity to what it used to be. It's become a neighborhood that is no longer for people that are from Miami, and it's a real shame because it was sort of this enclave of just the best that Miami had to offer, especially creatively, and it was such an organic place, and it was somewhere that we can all go that was very unique, and there wasn't any other place like Wynwood. And for those people who say that, oh no, Wynwood is just an evolution, then you're either in denial or you don't want to, see the fact that Wynwood is no longer what it is. And we shouldn't be so complacent in just losing places like Wynwood with so much character. One of the reasons people go to Sexy Fish is to take a picture in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Because the bathroom is super nice. It is
fair
very
enough.
nice.
Millennia music has been for dancing.
Yeah.
Join us.
Now it's to record yourself.
Just to record yourself. No,
for
not
like
even
a
dancing.
second.
Not even dancing.
Just
doing this like
follow me. Follow me when I go to the bathroom at Sexy Fish.
Are you feeling festive because of
World
Cup?
That song had a chokehold.
To a degree, it still kind of does.
Do you remember who
Weddings.
sings that song?
Buster Poindexter.
Buster Poindexter.
You want to know the funniest thing about Buster Poindexter?
If I had two dogs, I would name them Buster and Poindexter.
That would be great.
And if you know, you know.
So I believe.
Welcome, everyone, to episode 393.
Yes.
Of Pero Let Me Tell You.
God. Yay. You did your homework.
It's our summer era.
It is. We're here all breezy.
That's why we're all breezy. Get breezy, get breezy.
You and I are like,
Okay, I'm not, I'm like, tremendo calor. That's why I was singing hot, hot, hot.
Well, Buster Poindexter was actually part of like the New York punk scene before doing that song.
So I
think he was one of the New York Dolls.
He was like a punk and he ended up singing
Hot, Hot, Hot,
which is pretty well known, but cheesy at the same time.
It's pretty cheesy. Maybe it was performance art.
You think so?
I mean, he named himself Buster Poindexter.
What is that reference, Buster Poindexter?
Well, Poindexter is an old slang from like the 50s for like a nerd. So it'd be like, oh, Poindexter, that's like a nerd.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Did Poindexter go to the haberdashery?
Maybe he did go to the haberdashery. Yes. Yes. And he probably was a bit of a flitter gibbet. There's a word there I can't remember right now.
What? Oliver Cricket? Jiminy Cricket?
Flittery gibbet. Flittery gibbet, I think is the word. Hold on, I'll look it up. Which is basically somebody who's not reliable. Hold on.
So the opposite of old reliable.
Yes.
Do you know who they call old reliable?
Me?
You don't know who old reliable is?
Wait, I do know this. Old Faithful is the geyser.
Oh no, that's what I was thinking. Never mind. Retiro lo dicho. Wait, what is old reliable? Old reliable is a ship. And I know about ship. Old
reliable is a ship?
Old reliable. Isn't it something in...
This sounds like the scene in Anchorman when Ron Burgundy says, "I believe diversity is an old wooden ship."
Yes.
What are you saying?
It's the RMS Olympic, the sister ship to Titanic. I was like,
Okay.
I know a lot about ships, and I'm like, I know old reliable.
You're like, this sounds very familiar.
Yes, old reliable.
Yes. So old reliable, old faithful. Yes.
Okay. A geyser in Yellowstone and
Buster Poindexter.
Here
Maybe he
go.
should perform on the geyser.
You know what song I didn't like and you loved, and I was like, of course you did. That song that came out in the late 90s that, I don't know, I remember the video used to look like a seltzer commercial. The guy looked like he was from the 50s. He tenía tremendo coif, and it was jumping na 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 jumping na 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 jumping na.
Oh, that was Brian Setzer from the Stray Cats.
Yeah, that's why I think of seltzer.
Right, the Brian Setzer Orchestra. Brian Setzer was the lead singer of the Stray Cats in the 80s, the rockabilly group. Yeah, I love like swing, like that type of music, that big band music. Oh, it's just it's so good. It's just good vibe.
Sure. And
Jump, Jive, and Wail.
Yeah, esto mismo. And you would follow that up with Mambo number 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Everybody in the room, come on, let's ride.
I wonder what Lou Bega's doing right now.
He's producing stuff. So I asked Junior this before we started recording. So are we watching the World Cup? I'm not. I will admit it. I'm not watching the World
I've
Cup.
seen a couple of matches.
I'm not saying I'm not going to watch it, but I haven't watched up to now.
I've seen a couple of matches.
What about you, Junior?
Yeah, it's big in our household. Chati and I bond on the World Cup. And he's always sending me updates because I'm not around when the games are happening. And did you see it? Ireland? And no, I haven't seen it yet. But yeah, we're watching everyone, and it's always a good time in the house.
So who are you going for now?
Anyone?
Anyone?
Anyway,
Yeah. We don't have a dog in the fight.
for the love of the game.
For the love of the game. Yeah.
The beautiful game.
The beautiful game.
So
Deporte que es
I
fútbol.
always go for Dominican Republic in anything, but they didn't qualify for the World
Yes,
Cup.
it's a little
so
hard. Yeah, a little hard to go for them. Yeah.
we miss you, DR.
Yes. All right, before we go any further, though, we're going to do Junior Corner because last week we got Junior Trauma.
Junior trauma.
So this week we're going to
Season with neglect and malpractice.
Exactly. So there was a lot. So
There was a lot.
I'm hoping it's a little lighter this week. We'll see. All right. Whenever you're ready, sir.
Go for it.
1, 2, 3.
Another incredible weekend of shows for Abareguedes. Muerto de risa, el último show de Abareguedes at Tropical Park. Go check it out. It's been extended now throughout July, so you can check it out. And 5 shows of that. I helped Chati cut a tree in the front yard, que los cocos estaban cayendo arriba del bulsón, and we can't have that. And then had a great day at the dog park. We went down to Eureka's Park, Wayside Park, and had a great time. That's it. Yeah. Nice little weekend.
So
Nice little
wait,
weekend.
ayudaste a Chati a cortar la mata de coco. Did you have a chainsaw?
Machete.
Machete. That's the way to do it.
Machete.
Oh my god.
I mean, you were there for a while,
My-
but that's the way to do it.
My elbows hurt just thinking about it.
No. Machete. Sin rotator cuff.
Mira
Puro
que
machete.
cortar una mata de coco is so annoying.
It really is.
Like, you're cooking on a tree, man. Like, you're not an oak tree or cedar. Like, why are you so hard?
Who do you think you are?
Who do you think you are?
I mean, it has to be the tree that gives us the coconut, which is pretty hard to begin with. So, can't be a flimsy tree.
Yeah.
¿Qué es peor que te caiga un coco arriba?
Peor que eso.
Sí. Que te caiga la mata de coco
Oh,
completa.
okay, because I was like un ladrillo because like
Yeah.
Ay, mira que
Un
my
ladrillo,
parents...
un piano.
Mira que my parents joden con la mata de plátano, la mata de naranja agria.
Well, before you got here, Ish and I were talking about tis the season.
That's
It
right.
is mango and
officially.
It is mango season.
mango season here.
Yes,
So
my boss took a bag of 20 mangoes to the office today.
Yeah, that is the ultimate tell me you're from Miami without telling me you're from Miami.
100%.
People in Brickell wouldn't understand what that means.
No. They would go buy it at that expensive
They'll be like,
place.
mango sherbet?
You mean sorbet.
Yeah, sorbet. Sorry.
yes.
They'd go buy it at Nude.
At
That
Nude,
was the
yes.
name of the supermarket we didn't want to call out.
Yeah. They
But
go
we
buy
did.
it at Nude.
Yeah. Look at
it's called what?
Nude.
Nude.
Yeah, como en cuero.
Like
como el carro de tu
yeah,
papá.
and it's the
Yeah, you want to know why it's called nude? Because after you pay, tienes una mano delante y otra atrás.
Ay,
Like
Dios.
that's
Ay, Dios. Air one. It's the Air one of.
of Brickell.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Yeah. So, where you buying a tropical mango for $25
As opposed to just going and
and you put it on Instagram. Mira, I can assure you, right, that no mango tastes better than the mango que un viejo from Hialeah is selling from the trunk of his car.
You know what? I'm going to counter that. The only mango that tastes better than that one is the one that you get in your office from the Sedano's bag in the kitchen.
No, I'm gonna counter
Because it's free.
No, I'm gonna counter the trunk.
Okay.
Yes, free is a better price because the trunk, it's hot, so it's been out there, so it's a little more ripe. It's conditioned.
Okay, it's a little more to taste.
Conditioned.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although I eat all fruit cold.
So you put the mango like in the
I
fridge.
put everything in the fridge. The only fruit I eat that I don't get from the fridge is a banana. Everything else I eat
even
cold.
an apple.
Yes. I cannot eat an orange room temperature. Are you kidding me? Oh, una mandarina or nada de eso. No, everything I drink has to be, or eat fruit-wise, has to be really cold. Did we just meet?
No, I don't think I've ever watched you eat fruit.
Yes.
Or I haven't paid attention
And it's
to
cold.
you eating fruit.
It's cold. It has to be cold. That's why sometimes I don't like to eat fruit from a
that's
buffet
true.
because it's not cold.
No, and yet you buy a lot of like pre-cut fruit, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Cold.
Yeah, no, that because it's easier to just store it in the fridge. Yes, this makes sense now.
So at a party, would you like grab some fruit from the spread there, and instead of how people are like, "Hey, can I use your microwave real quick?" Are you like, "Can I use your freezer real quick or your fridge?" And
Don't tempt me with a good time, Junior. Don't. See, I remember, mira, in Paracones is it Paracones or Paracones? I mean, an iconic Miami landmark.
Or is it Pericones?
That we've now lost. That sounds like something else. So let's leave Pericones out of the way.
Well, you know it's back. It's not at the same location, but it's in like down the street.
Okay, because the new location closed.
Oh, it did?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They were in the old. No.
With the big tree.
Hold on.
They closed the big tree
They closed that one years ago to open up in another location.
Right.
That location closed. So I don't know. Are they now in another new location?
The location they were at was
Because I had heard that
was
when
like where they turned.
where they closed the original one, they were going to build something there, and then they were going to move back in there.
Now.
But you know what? It's the log cabin there.
No, in where it used to be?
Because when you used to go to Paracones and you had to wait to be seated, you would hear the story of the log cabin.
It permanently closed its doors on May 16th, 2024.
The new one closed.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Shows how often I went to the new one.
Let me tell you something. This is you have to be from Miami to really, really get this. The baked brie from Paracones in Brickell,
No other.
hit like no other. You're right, like no other. And it's so funny because I know it's a bit of nostalgia, and I know it's a bit of, like when something is gone, it's better than ever. Wait, I've had many a baked brie since then, and none of them is as good as that one.
So they're kind of still around. The team has reopened for delivery only under the name Pecorino's, and you can order on Uber Eats or by calling a phone number. Listen, Darian, you want the brie or not?
Yeah, but now I'm gonna get baked brie that's cold.
Maybe they put it in a little heated seat.
Paracones, was amazing. And that the fact that we lost the original Paracones that was in Brickell under the tree with the farmhouse that they shipped, I don't know, from Virginia or something, that when you would wait in line, when you would wait there, you'd read the story of the farmhouse. Right, that piece by piece they brought it down. It's like you mean to tell me that cab
for nothing
that came down there from Virginia or wherever it came from, and they brought it piece by piece, but it didn't survive. Developers.
Nothing survives gentrification.
Bring Paracones back.
Yes,
bring it back.
Bring it back, damn it.
I want the baked brie, and they used to put like a ton of brown sugar on it.
With that said, if somebody from Pecorino's is listening to this, we record on Tuesdays. So you feel free to deliver here, and we will give you a plug.
Yes, please. The baked brie.
And all we're asking is brie.
Yes,
like literally just the brie.
They had really good mozzarella too.
The lasagna was good.
Yeah. You know what happened to me there one time? I was working for a corporation in Brickell for a firm, and they took me out. Like the big manager took me out to lunch. And she dropped the card in. Remember, had like a wooden
like
floors.
Slats,
She dropped it, and it fell through like the bridge. La rendijita. And she didn't have any other card, so I had to pay for it. I eventually got reimbursed, but I had to pay for it.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
that's great.
And you ordered the salmon almondine. Like, that was like $40, bro.
Yeah, you didn't have some cheap shit.
So, anyway, that now that we were speaking about the World Cup, to me, there's only one song of the World Cup.
La Copa de la Vida.
Yeah.
And yet, I just saw something today that said, like, Shakira is to World Cup like Mariah is to Christmas.
Nope. I think of Ricky Martin.
Really? Because he hasn't performed at nearly as many as she has. Has he?
No, I'm not talking about. Excuse me. I'm not talking about him performing at the World Cup. I'm talking about like the impact of the song.
100%.
La Copa de la Vida was everywhere for years. Not to say that was it so called Flaca Flaca Waka Waka or whatever that song is called.
I think it's Waka Waka.
Not to say that song wasn't a hit, and I don't know, maybe internationally that song was even bigger.
Yeah.
But Ricky Martin's song
it was inescapable.
I mean, especially
that was also peak box.
It was peak the box. It was peak Ricky Martin.
Yeah,
it was
peaks.
It was peak like Miami.
Yeah, peak cream meringue. Like just lots of peaks everywhere. You know, just
Tu y yo, ale ale. That song was good though.
I know.
That song can still get the party started.
And it let him do his favorite move, which was this. He does this a lot in his performances. Ricky Martin likes to get the crowd going with a hand wave.
Yeah. And he puts his weight on one leg.
Yeah, it's here. It's this. It's coordination, really.
And then he talks about how intricate and deep his his soul is.
I told you the story. I may have told the story here on the podcast about when I was living in New York. I went to a People en Español 50 Más Bello party, and he was performing.
Was he one of the 50 Bellos? And he was talking about how...
But it was great because it was like he was introduced by Rita Moreno. So I was like, okay, great. So he started, performing, and the tsunami had just happened.
I was not expecting
like a week or so before the party or whatever, and he's in the middle of his shaking thing or whatever, and he's like, okay, everybody, now what I want us all to do is I want us all to take like our positive energy and put it all together so we can send it all the way to the other side of the world so it can reach those suffering. And I'm like this is what I come here for. I show up to Ricky Martin. I like Ricky Martin, but I show up to Ricky Martin performance for all the bullshit.
Listen, those people don't need another tsunami or avalanche of good, even positive vibes. Like they need stillness.
Just don't breathe.
Stillness.
Just not even a. But as he's saying this, and everybody's like, yeah, positivity. And I'm just like, oh, this is his Buddhist bullshit. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Yeah.
Haikus are Hawaiian, right?
Japanese.
Oh, they're Japanese. I don't know why I just thought about a haiku.
Why did you just think about
I don't know. Like, I remember when we had to write haikus for
Yeah.
English, and I'm like, this is so stupid. Like,
That's because you do not care for the Japanese culture.
no, I do, and I
You
like
hate the lotus
poetry,
blossom.
and I look oh my god, the lotus blossom, the tree, the flower.
Yeah.
It it triggers my trypophobia.
You see?
People have trypophobia.
He doesn't like lotus blossom. He doesn't like haikus.
Junior, do you know what trypophobia is?
Refresh my memory.
And I
because I'm
have it, and I
stuck
have
on-
it bad.
I think he
I'm
said
stuck on the haiku because
it's-
I won a second place at the Tamiami Youth Fair for my haiku in second grade.
Do you remember it?
Do you
Can
remember
you
it?
recite it?
No, it was like Azure Skies. I just remember that. It was something about Azure Skies.
Okay.
And I was getting deep into the blues at that
Do
time.
you guys remember?
Not the music, but the actual color. Excuse me?
Do you guys remember the format of a haiku?
575.
There you go.
Eso mismo.
Yes.
I remember short, longer, short.
That's why he won an award and you did.
Right. I didn't do creative writing.
No.
So tell me about
Trypophobia. It's the fear of irregular circles. And my God, do I have it.
So do you hate Venn diagrams?
No, what I hate is a box of straws, honeycombs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I had
Lotus flowers.
shingles once, and they were perfectly
Oh.
round, like a honeycomb as well.
Oh,
So.
too many bubbles freak me out when they start cornering. They're low on the totem pole in terms of freaking out. A frog, the frog's skin, I'm getting it thinking about it. Let's move on.
That sounds like white people bullshit.
No, it's not. It's very real.
I know, but it
no, it's
sounds-
very real. It's very real. I mean, listen. When I have when I'm triggered with trypophobia, it's not like I can't breathe and
You can't move.
and I need an EpiPen.
Circles.
I'm gonna be okay. Pero va a ser más rato.
Jab you with a pen just because there's irregular circles. Oh, look, we've got one for you.
Okay.
Quick, expose him to circles.
No.
Come on, it'll be fun. We're just having a good time.
We're prepped. We're ready for you.
So many circles.
It's not expired. Don't worry.
So
Let's do
many
it.
irregular circles.
Okay, but so then this art doesn't trigger you though,
No, those aren't irregular circles.
because it's not circular
No.
things. It's circles.
Yeah.
Got it.
And especially if it's bumpy.
parameters.
Sometimes rashes give me a little bit of trypophobia.
Well, at that point, the worst part is the rash.
But if the rash is on you, it's constant conflict.
That's why I'm like, at that point, it's just a rash.
It's like me pica, me pica, me pica.
How?
Me pica. Trypophobia is no joke, people. I don't know why. I know that the celebrity that has trypophobia is Kendall Jenner. I don't know why I know that. Because they were like,
well, what don't we know about these women?
Since she's so privileged, they were like, trypophobia survivor Kendall Jenner.
I mean, some people go through cancer. She goes through trypophobia.
Not the circles. No, ella especialmente she's a model. La lentejuela triggers her.
Oh no, she can't wear sequins.
That's such a much better word in Spanish, ¿verdad?
It really is.
Lentejuela.
Lentejuela.
What is it in English? Sequins. In Spanish, lentejuela.
Yeah.
In English, scratch me. In Spanish, arráscame.
Yeah. Anytime you have an R in there, it's always gonna like.
Ay. Okay, so anyway.
How are we coming back from the rash? Are you good? Are you okay?
You know what sometimes gives me a little bit of trypophobia?
What?
Fertilizer.
Fertilizer?
Mm-hmm. Because some fertilizer are like little green pellets.
Okay.
And sometimes those pellets get stuck together in the bag. So they become irregular. So cuando se lo echo a la mata and they're on the surface, I'm like...
So you...
I'm like...
So
that's my sound for
the amount of
trypophobia.
times you go eek when you see irregular circles. This is very interesting.
Yeah.
So do you just like, you fertilize a ciego? Like,
You know what also triggers me a little bit?
welcome to Trigger Corner.
You know what triggers me a little bit?
You're giving away all your weaknesses.
Hydrated chia seeds.
That is so specific that I don't even know what the hell you
Yeah,
mean.
deep cuts only.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Like when it's been like
No,
overnight,
because
like overnight oats.
Right. When I've done overnight oats, right? That one I eat healthy, and I put the chia seeds and all that stuff you put on there to lie to yourself. Y le echas la leche. And then the next day, I meant whole milk from a cow. This is not that type of podcast. Anyway, le echaste la leche al pomo, and then the next day, when you're gonna have it for breakfast, those hydrated chia seeds are looking at you. It's like, eek.
So at that point, is it like yum, eek, yum, eek?
It's like I start mixing that shit. And then I put, cold strawberries in there to mix it up a little bit. Es que, mira, tengo ya picazón. Like, I'm cogiendo picazón here, just thinking about the trypophobia. It's real, people. I will have a rash by the end.
It's probably my favorite thing we've ever talked about.
Trypophobia is very real. It's not fake. Anyway, okay. Let's move along. I think I'm going to need that EpiPen. Como tú te llamas, Junior? I was going to call him Peter.
Peter?
It's affecting my brain. I'm having oxygen deprivation because of the trypophobia. Okay. You know when I think of Peter, what I think of, right?
Peter,
No, Peter.
Perejil. Okay. Well, we both thought of Que Pasa USA.
Yeah.
So.
What was it? Peter, Papa.
Peter, Papa.
Sorry. To the people just listening to us, I'm so sorry. We're going to get to something substantial now. Okay. Okay. So
anything is more substantial than what we were just talking about.
So a few days ago, I was driving through Wynwood, and I hadn't been to Wynwood in a minute, at least during the day, because obviously during the day you get to see everything that's going on. And I was really surprised to see how many buildings were being demolished, buildings with obviously artwork. And I mean, we've talked about this on the show before. We're not saying anything we haven't said before, but the sort of demise of Wynwood, I think, has been one of like the bigger sort of sad stories of what's going on in Miami. Because the thing why we loved Wynwood so much is because that was an organic neighborhood that came about organically when artists started moving there, and it became what it became. And it was such a unique and sort of just incredible neighborhood
bohemian.
that locals could enjoy, right? That it was really about locals. And it's really a shame of what has happened there, because the Wynwood of today is nothing. There's nothing in Wynwood that
At all.
that resonates or
It's cookie
has
cutter.
any type of authenticity to what it used to be. And the fact that so much artwork is now being demolished in for condos and for more redevelopment, and it's become, first of all, it's become a neighborhood that's unrecognizable.
Yeah.
It's become a neighborhood that is no longer for people that are from Miami. And it's a real shame, because it was sort of this enclave of just the best that Miami had to offer, especially creatively. And it was such an organic place, and it was somewhere that we can all go that was very unique, and there wasn't any other place like Wynwood.
Yeah.
And it's just a shame to see that it's completely become something else. And we really, as real Miamians, we really lost something that was very special, and it's really important. And for those people who say that, oh no, Wynwood is just an evolution, then you're either in denial or you don't want to, see the fact that Wynwood is no longer what it is. And we shouldn't be so complacent in just losing places
Character.
like Wynwood with so much character and so much culture, because really that's what it came down to. And we shouldn't just be like, okay, well, things change and progress. Like, we really need to fight for the uniqueness of what makes Miami and these neighborhoods what they are, because we're losing all of that
Well,
a mile a minute.
I mean, we've said this on the show before. It's similar on a bigger scale to CocoWalk.
Yeah.
Right? The new CocoWalk, it's pretty. Like, I can't sit here and tell you it's ugly. It's unappealing to the eye. But you drop that in the middle of Ohio, and it'll fit in Ohio. And
There
you
was this
drop it in the
realtor.
middle
There was
of
this
Mississippi, and
there was this realtor who was some months ago, he was posting something about CocoWalk. And he's like, oh, CocoWalk, that used to be a rundown neighborhood and rundown shopping plaza that nobody went to anymore. Today has been turned into this vibrant, beautiful, location. And I'm like, let me tell you something.
It did have a low period there for a while. Fair enough.
It did. I've been to the new CocoWalk several times because of the movie theater.
I work there.
Well, okay, you work there. Yeah, it's very pretty. It's sterile AF.
Yeah.
It is.
There's
the
hospital gauze that has less sterility.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could walk around there with a scrub, in scrubs, and you wouldn't feel out of place.
Yeah.
Right. A place that had so much character at one point. Right. It was like floors and floors and floors of like characters. And if you really come to think about it, CocoWalk used to have something for everyone, right? Because it had clubs. Right. It had like freaking
theater,
Baja Beach Club. It had
Howl at the Moon.
It had a theater. It had Howl at the Moon. It had Tutu Tango, which was like very artistic and all that.
What I remember as the first Cheesecake Factory in Miami.
It had a lot of retail. So it was a mixture of like chains and really like sort of, I wouldn't even say mom and pop shops, because it wasn't. They had a Banana Republic and a Gap there, but it felt very incorporated into that neighborhood.
It felt organic to the neighborhood.
It did. You had, what was it, Fat Tuesdays in the middle?
That's right.
And there was a vibe for everyone. CocoWalk was a vibe. It really was.
It was a vibe.
And now it's like,
it's just like any other thing.
it has no soul, no character whatsoever.
None whatsoever.
And you're right. You can take that and put it anywhere, and you wouldn't know.
It's fine. It'll fit right in.
You wouldn't
It's
know.
funny you say that, because actually, F&B Miami, Felix, a couple of weeks ago, posted something, and I'm gonna go through it as quickly as I can, because he posted this thing, said, who killed your favorite Miami club? And it's the economics of nightlife when the city moves on. So he says, The best rooms were never clean, never quiet, never asking what you did for work. Mansion hosted Jay-Z, Skrillex, and Deadmau5 in the same Washington Avenue block where Crowbar had already made history. Opium Garden packed thousands under the open South Beach sky. Story ran until 5 a.m. because that was the deal. Nobody built these to be permanent. They built them to be unforgettable. But the city changed the rules. Story made 88% of its alcohol revenue between 2 and 5. Miami Beach Commission passed a 2 a.m. liquor curfew. New residents moved in. They wanted quiet. The city wanted South Beach back. So Opium Garden, Crowbar, Mansion, 3 different eras, the heart of South Beach nightlife, each one the biggest room in Miami for its moment, all gone. South Beach didn't lose its nightlife by accident. The commissions voted, the ordinances passed, the curfews tightened. Wynwood was next. Electric Pickle, 10 years on North Miami Avenue, international DJs, closed in 2019 due to rising rent at its peak relevance. Gramps, 13 years of real community, live music, a room where everyone fit in, luxury condos closed in on every side, closed in 2025. Every time there is a cool place in Miami, we start building residential and blow up the ecosystem. It happened in South Beach, Coconut Grove, Brickell. And then what replaced the rooms that mattered is venues that survive now are designed for the photo, not the night.
Yeah.
Marble bars, reserve signs before you sit down, bottle minimums at the door. Every surface is a backdrop. Every corner is a content opportunity. Beautiful rooms, no soul. The cost. Cities protect theaters. Cities protect galleries. Nobody protects the nightclub. When Mansion closed, when Story went dark, when the Pickle locked its doors, the history went with them. The nights nobody photographed. The sets nobody recorded. The rooms that made people feel like Miami was actually theirs. None of it documented. All of it gone. I mean, and there's a couple more slides, but I'll end it there. And it's
because
true.
now you go to these places to take pictures at. Right. I mean, listen, the fact that in Mary Brickell Village, Sexy Fish, the restaurant, one of the reasons people go to Sexy Fish is to take a picture in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Because the bathroom is super nice. It is
fair
very
enough,
nice. But it's to take a picture in the bathroom.
Right.
Whereas, I think that the days, and not that I was ever like a big club goer because I wasn't, but we used to go out and whatever. Like a place like La Covacha would not survive today.
Nope.
Because La Covacha was a place that you used to go to dance, to have a good time, to dance, to hang out. That is what you went for. It wasn't pretentious. It didn't have marble countertops.
It was outdoors and it was hot as hell.
Yeah. And I remember the one in the Grove that was underground. It was, I think, the Chili Pepper and then Oxygen.
Yes. On both counts. Yes.
You would go there to dance, to have a good time. Now everything is a photo, an IG moment.
People just stand in front of the DJ booth now and just literally just sit there with their phone recording the DJ. It's like, you can dance. That's what music is for, historically speaking. Millennia, music has been for dancing.
Yeah.
Join us.
Now it's to record yourself.
Just record yourself. No, not even dancing. Second. Not even dancing.
Just
doing this, like,
follow me. Follow me when I go to the bathroom at Sexy Fish.
For the record, I don't want to get ready with anyone.
Like, oh my God, I'm so obsessed with these mirrors. Like, look at this lighting. Like, I'm so obsessed. Like, the colors here are so iconic. Turquoise. It's such an iconic flavor. It's a color.
I can't. It's just this oversharing phenomenon. Actually, you know what?
Get ready with me as I go to. You know what I would totally do? Like, get ready with me as I go to Jiffy Lube. My car. Be like, get ready with me as I go to Jiffy Lube. 2 weeks ago, my car's change oil lamp came out, and let me tell you guys, like, I was like, I gotta change my oil right away. So I'm totally obsessed that on Jiffy Lube's website you could get a $10 coupon, because who doesn't need to save money nowadays? And I love that when you come into Jiffy Lube, the service that they give you, look, they have coffee. It's like, I'm obsessed with how they change the oil and how they give you an option, guys. Like, this is so great. Like, come with me and change my oil.
See, I would do a get ready with me, get ready with me as I prepare to go for my parole hearing.
Yeah. No. Like, that's what get ready with me as I go to get my wisdom teeth removed. That could have been you the other day.
I should have done that, damn it.
What color should I wear? Should I wear black?
So that the blood doesn't show.
Yeah.
Or should I wear red to accentuate the plasma?
Yeah. Get ready with me as I go visit my accountant. Like, oh my God, you guys, like, tax season is coming.
Actually, that would not be a bad satire during tax season if you partner with H&R Block. Like I could like that would be a good one for like let's say like Jenny Lorenzo, right? To partner with one of those tax things and do a comedy version of that.
Oh my God, we totally should do like content like that.
We should.
And then for lunch, I had a charcuterie board, and it's like a Lunchables.
It's just American cheese, the wrapper.
Yeah. I would imagine, Junior, that you think all that is nonsense too.
Absolutely.
Yes.
110%. As soon as you said to get ready with me, I went,
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't need to get ready with
What makes you think I need to get ready with
they
you?
do this and they show you something and they put the thing in front, they put their hand in the back.
Uh-huh.
No.
Oh, my new lip gloss.
No. My personal favorite is a.
Yes.
It's like, why are you doing that to a plastic container? I want to know. Why are you doing that, influencer? Look at this.
Have you seen the dude that actually satires them?
Daddy Snacks
I think so.
with the black hair.
Probably.
That he's like, oh my God, you guys.
told me about him.
He's amazing. He's amazing. He's amazing. No, you know that a lot of times these influencers like shoot back at him and he shoots right back.
I mean, you're being ridiculous. You're being ridiculous. It's this thing of like, look, during Pride, and look, no shade or hate. If you have found someone to pay you to do this, more power to you, right? Because shit, I wish somebody was paying me to do stupid shit like that, right? There's literally this guy, I can't remember his name right now, Jeff. I met him at Pride. I didn't know who he was, but we were in the VIP section, whatever. And I just started talking to him, and it turns out he's an influencer. Do you know the only thing that man does? Do you know what his entire shtick is? He basically goes up to strangers, and he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna guess what underwear you're wearing," and then it ends with like pulling the pants down and showing the underwear. That is like 95% of the content. And he does red carpets for movies. He does like again. It's kudos to you for embracing and finding your niche.
But I mean, I just think that I mean, and
like
listen,
anything can be.
And listen, you could say that we're influencers and we're content creators, right? But I think there's a more unique way of doing it because right now it's like that is so worn out,
right?
You know, it's so worn out that
like,
formula.
Like the food influencers, yeah, that.
It's
the
like,
face.
oh my gosh, like change it up a little bit because at this point in time, it's so worn out. Everybody does the same thing that actually I kind of watch these things now to kind of cringe a little bit.
Well, because it's over. It's done. Like that's it. It's been done to death.
Yeah.
You know.
Come with me as we see the downfall of influencers.
Oh my God, you guys! This is like, it's almost like Pompeii.
Yeah.
And by that I mean my sorority sister, Pompeii.
Because let me tell you something, those people in Pompeii were probably really hot.
I mean, like they were in shape because they had to run.
So, yeah. Influencers. Sure.
Walk Sauce 42.
Oh, it's that one?
That's the
That's
one.
his name. Walker Ward.
Walker.
Walk Sauce 42.
Yeah. Did you guys hear? And you know what? I'm gonna join the call out too. Hold on.
Well, I don't even want to call out. I'll just sit here.
Hurry-ish.
Okay, there was this guy. There was his he's an influencer, and he has I think millions of followers, and both TikTok and Instagram and all that. His Instagram is Life of Cyan, and his name is Cyan Abion. So he went to Japan a couple of months ago, and there was this barbecue place that does a Texas style barbecue in Japan, but it's their iteration of Texas style barbecue. Right. So he goes and they gave him over $160 worth of barbecue to him and to his friend.
Yo, that's a lot.
So then he records himself eating a piece of rib and he spits it out and he goes, "That's not Wagyu." And it's like, first of all, you idiot, Wagyu is beef, not pork. Right? And he spit it out. And those people lost a lot of business because of that. Right? Like he literally chewed it and he spit it out. Thankfully, a lot of very legitimate food content creators and chefs came to these people's defense, saying like, yeah, it's Texas barbecue in Japan, like his version of Texas barbecue in Japan. And they were able to sort of save him because he lost a lot of business. And it's like a food truck. that they've had there for years. He did the same thing to this older Japanese man who's making Japanese style flan. He had been making it for like 50 years in the same place, and he did the same thing. He
is that like his thing that he?
Yeah, and he spit it out.
But is that his shtick that he goes to?
I don't know if that's his shtick, but he's like this young guy. And then the thing is that he's going on there doing these food influencer videos and these food content videos. You could tell he doesn't really have a background in anything culinary or cuisine. This is just what he became popular in, and he rode that to the bank. So his content is rating food, but then he also shows his extravagant lifestyle. And it's like you should have a little bit more discretion than crapping on these small businesses and just
who are giving you food for free.
Who are giving you food for free and literally spitting it out, because for better, for worse, I would say for worse, a lot of people follow you. Yeah. Right? They follow you and they are going to lose business now. And these are mom and pop shops and all that. That's why if you don't like the food, then just don't post the content. Right? But he does, or he did, and he got a lot of backlash about that. I'm like, good. Yeah. Hold him accountable, because you're giving these content creators and these influencers an amount of power that they shouldn't have, because it's like everything. Some of them are very responsible in the way they do their business, but others are not, because it's about them. It's about their brand.
It's their brand.
It's not about elevating, in the case of food, restaurants, chefs, hole in the walls. It's about them and their brand and how they're going to get clicks and rage bait and all that. Yeah. So, yeah.
Let me pivot to something similar on the same wavelength of influencers. I wanted to bring this up last week, but I was like, no, it's the end of the show, and this is a little it's a little heavy. Did you hear at this point, I think it was a couple weeks ago, about this influencer couple who got pregnant? And they announced on their platforms, I forget the names of either of them, announced on their platforms that they had found out that the child was going to be born with Down syndrome, and they had the baby aborted.
Yes, I did hear about that.
They then proceeded to get death threats and this and that. And I'm more surprised that they were surprised that people reacted that way. But, what do you think? I'm pretty sure I know what your thoughts are, but these people are just putting their entire lives out there, and they just don't think, like, let's say you decide you made that decision, and and that's a whole separate conversation, right? But let's say you made that decision. Okay, great. You're living your life publicly. You said you were pregnant. All of a sudden she's not, 9 months later, the baby's not there, right? I don't know. Couldn't you just say we had a miscarriage? Like, what is this knee-jerk reaction for this total degree of honesty, quote unquote? And then you're surprised when there's a reaction. I wouldn't even say a backlash. There's a reaction.
Because I think that in this day and age, especially with social media, you're monetized by clicks and you're monetized by engagement. And they knew that was going to get engagement because, again, as you said, the argument here is not whether you're for or pro abortion or pro-life or pro-choice.
Or Down syndrome.
That's not the conversation.
That's not what we're talking about.
The conversation is, why would you publicize one of the hardest, most tragic moments that somebody can go through? Why would you publicize that? And I don't necessarily buy we want to be open and fair, because terminating pregnancies is something that has been happening for a very long time. And no amount of influencer talking about that is going to make that decision any easier or harder for a woman, right? Because that is, if you decide to do that, that is something that's extremely difficult to go through that process, both not physically, but mentally.
To arrive there,
right, and emotionally. And the fact that they would publicize that, just to me, shows sort of downfall that people have in terms of just their discretion and their morals to put something so public on social media. And then, as you said, be sort of like, why are we getting so much backlash? Right. Well, bro, because you just posted online that you got an abortion because your kid had Down syndrome. Do you think that people are going to be congratulating you all day? Because you know what? That's so insensitive for so many reasons. I think that even if you are pro-choice, if you're the parent of a special needs kid, right? Aren't you going to feel offended by that?
Rightfully.
Right. In addition to the people that are against abortion,
pro-life,
then are pro-life. Like, how on earth did you ever think that you were going to get anything other than backlash.
And how did you think this was going to go?
Did you think people were going to be congratulating you?
Right.
Because you know what? Even if I'm pro-choice, but if a woman gets an abortion, I'm not going to be like, you know what? Congratulations.
Yay.
I'm so happy for you. Right. No, like you're going to feel bad for her, and you're going to, just feel bad. Are you okay that you went through that situation and that decision? Like, whatever. It's garbage.
It bothered me on so many levels.
It's garbage.
And it just kind of speaks to what we're talking about. This, I mean, that's the extreme version of get ready with me. It's just, do we see a point where this might? Do we think there's a tipping point anywhere near the horizon?
I don't know. But look, I think it's bullshit that you have to share everything, because look, I think you and I are very good examples. We've been doing this show for 9 years. Mm-hmm, 9. We talk about things with our family and all that, but there's a line that we don't cross.
Right.
There's a line that you don't need to know my personal things that happen in my house that I'm not going to disclose because that's mine. Yeah. I'll talk to you about my parents. I'll talk to you about like silly stuff, anecdotal stuff. So there is a balance that you could be authentic and you could be open about things without sharing or oversharing personal things about your life. Right. So I don't buy that. And I know that because that is what we do. Right.
Yeah, by example. Yeah.
By example. So don't tell me that you have to in order to be a content creator and an influencer, you have to share the innermost personal things about your life, because you don't. Yeah. Right. Yeah. You're doing it because you want clicks and you want engagement, and that is profitable. And that's the name of the game with social media. Yeah. And those people probably made a shitload amount of money.
Both before and
with
after.
Engagement. Yeah. Yeah. So speaking of pregnancies,
we're doing pretty good with the transitions today.
The most disturbing documentary this week on maternal, it's on Netflix. It's called Maternal Instinct.
Okay.
Oh my God. It was this girl, 20-some year old. I don't remember her name, but a hoeing. She got with this guy and she faked the pregnancy. So she told everybody that she was pregnant.
Okay.
And there were people that knew that she wasn't pregnant for real, but she argued with everybody that she was pregnant. She was pregnant. She was pregnant. She was pregnant. She had a belly. She had a gender reveal. She had a baby shower. She took maternity pics, and she was pregnant.
She committed.
But she wasn't showing anybody the belly, including the boyfriend. So she used to take some wedding pictures, right? So there was this girl that she had taken her wedding pictures that she was friends with, she was acquaintances with. And coincidentally, that girl got pregnant at the same time she got fake pregnant. So you know what she did? Like
right, she steal her baby?
Right before? No. She killed her, she opened up her stomach and took the baby. Yeah. She like literally opened up her stomach and took the baby. And then she went to the hospital with the baby, whatever. Yeah. And they were like, you could tell when a woman has given birth.
They know that at the hospital.
They know when they look down there.
The hospital has professionals.
And they were like, ma'am, you didn't give birth. And she's like, yes, I did. So she eventually got arrested. And when I was watching that, that this girl literally killed her friend that she had taken her wedding pictures of, cut her stomach and took out the baby. Do you know what I was thinking?
Oh, God.
This is white people shit. This is white people shit. And they were from a small town in Texas.
Well, there you go.
I'm like, this is the type of stuff.
There you go. That's the right face, Junior.
White people, too.
I mean, what if she didn't know anyone? Was she just going to kill some random woman on the street?
The thing was that she was in a really small town.
Okay.
And she had some years prior to this happening, a hysterectomy. And because it was a small town,
everybody knew.
People was like, but she had a hysterectomy. So people that didn't believe her, right, were calling like the doctor's office or the center where she had this at. And the people that worked there were like, we can't disclose this because of HIPAA. Right. But trust your instincts. Yeah. That is, como te dije, that is white people stuff.
I mean, again, what was her? Because in this case,
Un Latino no hace eso. Un Latino very, very dramatically goes in the middle of the night cuando the niños están all set up in the baby room con la canastilla y el mosquitero and all that. Very, very dramatically comes and takes your child.
and then looks back.
Yes.
And walks into the night.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what a
That's
Latina
what we would
does.
do. Yeah. Years of watching novelas has taught us that's exactly how we do this.
And then eventually when that baby finds his mom, she'll say like, yo soy tu madre.
It'll be so much fun.
Yes. Yeah. That's how a Latina does that. A Latina wouldn't go and like cut the baby out. Are you kidding me?
No, because then she also has to clean up.
Yeah. That's terrible. Like terrible.
And again, after 9 months, you either have to produce a baby or not. You don't have the gestation period of an elephant.
I mean, the fact that nobody saw her belly.
She wasn't even wearing like fake.
She
wearing
was, but
padding.
nobody saw her belly.
Oh, nobody ever. Okay, got it. Got it.
She had a gender reveal.
Was it the gender that she revealed?
Yes, because she was following this girl on Facebook.
Oh, okay. So the girl. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. She had a name for her and everything.
Bitches be crazy.
Yeah. You know what's really scary?
That.
No, I also there's this. Have you guys seen those people that collect like real looking baby dolls?
Oh, I don't like those things.
And they put them to like all eat and have breakfast.
I don't like those things.
I saw this account this week of this woman that even does school lunches for them.
No.
And I'm like,
I don't like it.
I'm like,
I don't like it. Those dolls, those dolls were initially created for therapeutic reasons.
okay, well, it's gone beyond that.
No, but the idea behind those dolls was like to help people who had like lost a child, that had, kind of to get through that and whatever. It has taken on a whole other life, and I do not care for it one bit.
No.
Nope. No. There's no reason to have anything that looks realistic just sitting there staring back at you with those dead doll eyes.
So I fell down that rabbit hole because a couple of days ago on Instagram.
Because once you saw the woman kill her friend,
No.
Is where you go.
I saw this. Somebody had posted something about this little baby. Well, she was 1 celebrating her first birthday, and she had like a smash cake and all that. And when they put her in front of the smash cake, I'm like, hey, she's not moving. And then I'm like, oh my God. It took me like a second. I'm like, oh my God, it's fake. She's a doll. And then I went to the lady's page and she has like tea parties with these and they all have names and she bathes them and they compra ropa. I'm like, ahorita when they're older, they cambia, the tampon. I mean, they probably get their periods.
They don't age.
Right.
Those
No. She'll probably get an older one.
Oh, no.
They'll
Because
probably have prepubescent ones.
You know what? I don't want to hear about that because that's an episode of SVU.
Yeah, and that goes into
Somewhere.
a whole other category.
Yeah, that's a very special part of the internet that I don't think anybody should be on.
No. So, yeah. Well.
No.
Wow.
We've been kind of off the rails today, but surprisingly on topic at the same time.
Yeah,
because we've transitioned from each topic.
So I want to ask you guys something because I think that I'm pop culture savvy. I know what the kids are into.
Well, you have
and
a
all
kid.
that. Not only that, but I like knowing. I don't like being that person. It's like, what is that? Right. Who is this? I'm like, I'm not that person. But I do want you guys to explain something to me because I don't really know what it is.
Oh God,
what is Love Island?
Oh,
like I know what it is, but I don't know what it is.
Okay, Love Island.
Is it like Exlatón?
No, because they don't do like exercises. they don't do challenges.
Go blue team.
So I've never seen Love Island. Mm-hmm. But Love Island, it's hosted by that lady from the Bravo show who became famous por el tarro. Ariana Madix or whatever her name is. Okay. Well, it's that girl who basically she had like her boyfriend cheated on her and she's like, you know what? Career move. She's turned it into a thing. So it's kind of like Temptation Island. Do you remember Temptation Island?
No.
Okay, so that started off.
I don't watch any love reality.
No, but
things.
neither did I. But I know what these things are.
I still can't believe there's modern day women that watch The Bachelor. But
basically,
whatever.
It's basically The Bachelor, except without it being one of one sex and several of the other. It's let's say
like 10 women and 10 men.
10 women and 10 men, and they put them on an island and. A resort, and they're all scantily clad, and it's about finding your love, finding.
How is this different from Survivor?
Well, they're in a resort.
Oh, okay. Because there's that.
Yeah. Oops. So it's a little different. It's a little different. There's air conditioning. You know?
okay,
Yeah. There's like papaya juice.
Yeah, nothing worse than falling in love with someone on a humid island.
I know, and having to scavenge for food.
Yeah. No.
That's not a good first date.
Yeah.
So it's basically that. And then I guess there's eliminations or something, but it's one of those reality shows where it's like, people fall in love, and because they're all like hot 20-somethings in, a remote.
So is this
they're
like
just having lots of sex.
Is this like Big Brother?
I couldn't tell you any more than that because I've never seen this show, but it's actually that, and the Traitors is like the biggest series on Peacock right now.
What's the Traitors?
The Traitors is like a whodunit game hosted by the American version is hosted by Alan Cumming, and so it's a bunch of people that they go to like this castle in, I think it's Scotland or Ireland, one of the two, and there's certain people who've been designated as like the killers or the traitors, and then they have to figure out who is the person. So it's like a murder mystery, but over the course of several weeks.
Do you know what I think murder mystery? What I think of?
The episode of Golden Girls. Yes. with former guest and friend of the show, Tony Plana.
Yes. You know the only thing that would have made that episode better, the murder mystery episode of the Golden Girls, if it would have been Rose.
Who killed everybody?
No, who put everything together. Because it was Dorothy, obviously.
Yeah.
That's what I think of. I think that's the first time I ever heard of a murder mystery thing.
Same.
Wasn't Clue murder mystery?
Yeah. Clue's a murder mystery. Yeah.
You know when I think of Clue, the movie, what I think of?
Esta mujer with the flames.
To me, the only scene in that movie that like is to me the whole movie is when they killed a singing telegram
poor
girl.
Jane Wyland.
Yeah.
Yeah. See what happens when you leave the Go-Go's? I am a singing telegram. Boom.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it was a short little scene, but it was impactful.
I mean, we're still talking about it.
It's
and
40
that movie's
years
like 40
later.
years.
Yeah. That movie's really funny.
That movie's great. I saw the stage version at the Arsht, and it was just as good because it had to be even quicker because it's happening at momento.
I think people don't realize the chokehold Clue, the board game had.
Oh my God, yes.
I learned what a conservatory was.
Yeah. I'm still not entirely
It
sure.
was always Professor Plum killed Colonel Mustard in the conservatory with a candlestick.
The candlestick, and then there was the rope.
The rope,
There
the
was
pipe,
a pipe.
a pistol. What else was there? What else was there,
a
Junior?
knife. A knife.
A knife.
I'm trying to think of the movie.
Was that a thimble? No, that's Monopoly.
No, I don't. Unless you're gonna have them swallow it, there's not a very reliable way to
A
kill someone
cartwheel?
with a
That's
a wheelbarrow, not a cartwheel.
A wheelbarrow. Eso mismo. A car wheel. How do you say wheelbarrow in Spanish?
Oh my God, I know this.
I used to do this so much.
I used to use this word a lot. It's not carriola because that's wagon.
No, that's I use carriola for
that's wagon.
No, not for wagon. I use it for a scooter.
Oh yeah. Wait, wheelbarrow in Spanish. Oh my God.
How do you say wheelbarrow in Spanish, Junior?
I feel like
but like in Cuban Miami Spanish. Because I'm sure that what I call it is not the proper name.
He's looking it up right now. Because I'm like, oh, I used to say it all the time.
Well,
I'm just saying it over and over again in the hopes that it will.
I mean, I don't feel like this is right. Because it says carretilla.
Una carretilla. Yes,
But-
una carretilla. Yeah.
But
I feel like that also covers a couple different.
Yeah.
Types
What do you call
of-
a shovel in
multipurpose.
Spanish?
Una pala.
Una pala.
Yeah.
I don't think in Spanish they have a hoe.
Oh, that's not the pico?
What do you call a rake?
Rastrillo.
Un rastrillo, yeah.
Again, a word that's better in Spanish.
A hose, manguera.
Hose,
Is that the
manguera.
proper word of a hose in Spanish, manguera?
I would imagine.
Garden hoe in Spanish says la asada.
La asada.
La asada or el asadón.
Oh,
No, la asada is where you put a pig on.
I think I've heard it referred to as a wataka,
A wataca.
the hoe.
Oh, sí, una wataca.
wataca.
Una wataca, sí. Tienes razón.
Yeah.
Sí, pásame la wataca.
La wataka.
Sí.
Yeah, because pico is the thing.
Garabato.
Garabato.
No, garabato is scribbling.
Yeah.
And
It just has it all related here.
garabato's that's another
is
great
another
word.
Great word.
No, you're doodling. No, it's un garabato.
So Love Island is also a competition.
Yeah, well, I didn't know the rules of it, but yes.
Love Island is a reality dating competition where a group of single, conventionally attractive contestants called Islanders live in an isolated, luxurious villa to find love. To stay in the game, they must continuously couple up. Those who remain single risk being dumped and sent home.
I love it. They reward you for being a hoe.
La pala.
Yes. No, la wataka.
La wataka. La wataka.
Also, Buster Poindexter.
Yeah, I love it. This is like the recap of the episode.
Played the ghost of Christmas Past in Scrooge.
That's right. That's right.
And R.I.P. to him, passed away last year.
That's what I thought he had died.
And yeah, his pseudonym, Buster Poindexter.
Okay.
Originally David Roger Johansson.
Okay, I want to say this very respectfully to Buster Poindexter, especially since he's passed. When I think of the Ghost of Christmas Past from Christmas Carol, you know who I think of?
The Mickey one?
I think of Goofy.
Right, yeah.
To me, that is the Ghost of Christmas Past. It's Goofy.
Wait, was he the Ghost of Christmas Past? No, he wasn't the Ghost of Christmas Past.
No.
Goofy was the Ghost of Jacob Marley.
Are you sure?
Jacob,
No.
Yes. The Ghost of Christmas
was
Past
Jiminy
was
Cricket.
Yes.
And the Beagle Boy was the future.
Well, it's Peg Leg Pete.
Who's Peg Leg Pete?
He's like the villain from Steamboat Willie.
Wait, who's Pecos Bill?
Pecos Bill is a legend. It's a cowboy. He's a cowboy legend. So like Paul Bunyan and John
Paul
Irons.
Revere?
No, Paul was a real
is
person.
Pecos Bill and the Three Caballeros?
No.
Damn it.
Because the Three Caballeros is Donald Duck, the Brazilian bird, and then the Mexican one.
No, but don't they have an encounter with Pecos Bill?
I don't think so.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
You know, the
I
other
don't think
day,
there was a cowboy.
the
in
other
Three
day, very
Caballeros.
randomly. This is the difference between our generation and children. The other day, I randomly on Disney Plus put the thing of Goofy skiing, and I was peeing in my pants. And Tristan was like, "Why do you think that's so funny?"
Yeah,
and I'm
but,
like, "Why do you think it's not?"
Tristan's also a teenager, so he's not going to find anything funny that you
Not
find
yet.
funny at this moment. He's close enough. Close enough.
But it's like, how can you not find a Goofy funny?
It's hilarious.
The part I love when he's trying to put his pants on with the skis. Entonces está en la cama. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. It's so good. It's so good. Because the reason I started watching Disney Plus is because when he was much smaller, the first appearance of Donald Duck is in a 1939 short little animation called The Something Hen, where the hen,
I remember this.
the hen,
She plants.
yes. Entonces, Donald Duck and one of the three little pigs, it's only one of them, don't want to help her. And they always say that they have a stomach ache. And then at the end, when she gets her harvest and she makes the cornbread looks amazing. They want some of it. And then there's a little thing in there that she's like, "Do you help me get my corn?" And then Tristan used to sing that when he was a kid. So I put that on and then I started watching Goofy. And he's like, "Why do you yo me estaba meando de risa watching Goofy." And he's like, "Why do you find that so funny?" And I'm like, "Whatever with you, kid." You know,
Kids nowadays don't know Looney Tunes. They don't know Merry Melodies. They don't know anything.
we're tiny, we're toony, we're all a little loony. And in
deal.
this cartoony, we're
Dating your TV.
we're comic dispensers.
We crack up all the sensors.
We're Tiny Toon Adventures
Come and join the fun.
At Acme University is where we get our Toon degree.
The teaching staff's been getting less since 1933.
We're tiny, we're toony, we're all a little loony.
It's
We're Tiny Toon Adventures, come and join the fun.
We're about to start, and so then it does the roll call.
And now our song is done.
Yes,
Remember that, Junior?
we did an abridged version, but yes,
He did a drunken version.
I was watching like 2 hours of Tom and Jerry the other day
The
as well.
best. The best.
So good. Still hits. Like
The best.
Incredible.
Is you
It's
is.
incredible.
Oh, is you and my
you just
baby.
put it on and let it go.
Yes.
Like there's no bad. Yeah,
that's the wormholes that I've been like falling into.
I mean,
The
why
other
not?
day they were looking for something to play for Luchado when they're open and a lot of families are coming in with their kids. So to play something on the TV, they have the classic wrestling to go along with the brand, of course. But then for the kids, I sent one of those links and it's one Saturday morning It's old the Saturday morning cartoons. It's
the
TGIF stuff. So across the board, they're getting like all of it.
Yeah.
And the greatest of things that doesn't exist like that at all.
It doesn't.
If there might be one or two, there might be a handful of programs like that are still keeping it alive, but
they're all on streaming.
Yeah,
it's not the same.
That's the thing. It's not the same.
Let me tell you something. You guys are gonna laugh at this because it's really stupid. When I hear the song "Stairway to Heaven" by Led Zeppelin, I think of the scene of Tom going up in the escalator to heaven. You know exactly what scene I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
And then they pull the lever and he goes down to hell. Yes.
And what I love about that scene that he's so like standing straight, like, what's going on? So now next time you hear, and she's buying her stairway to heaven, you think of Tom going up the stairs.
I'm gonna think of the Dolly Parton version.
I mean, listen, you know a cartoon is good when an anvil is a whole like.
Well, listen. Okay, now
Why did they have so many anvils in the desert?
you're asking the wrong question. How did the anvils get to the desert? Is really the question.
So
you should be asking.
how did the anvil get to the desert?
Right. With that said,
fun fact. The anvil factory is in the desert.
There we go.
The resources that they need to build these certain anvils and the heat that it needs to be compressed out and everything is located in the desert.
And I
can always count on Junior
I imagine that said manufacturing plant is Acme.
Yes.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
With all of this said, there is a movie coming out that was originally benched by Warner Pictures along with Batgirl, but another company bought it. And it is called, I cannot wait for this movie. It's coming out in the summer. Coyote versus Acme. And it is about Wile E. Coyote suing Acme.
Yes.
The people.
Yes.
I am so
Wile E. Coyote
Fully invested.
and it is
plaintiff versus Acme Corporation.
and it is like Roger Rabbit. So Wile E. Coyote is animated, but then like John Cena is in it. Like so it's like humans playing the lawyers and this and that with Wile E. Coyote
That is
as
great.
the plaintiff.
That is great.
I could not be more excited.
That is great. That's great. I mean, he definitely has a products liability case. Definitely. I mean, I would say that I would even go in there with a little bit, negligent infliction of emotional distress.
But wouldn't you also ask the question, sir, why would you continue purchasing?
Why is it the assumption of the risk? Well, because he's in the desert and he needs an anvil and there's only Acme branded anvils.
That's true. It's a monopoly.
Yeah.
Is what it is. I mean, where else are you going to go to get a giant coyote?
And it was always like that little puff of. You know what? Let me ask you something. Who do you think is crazier, Daffy Duck or Donald Duck?
Daffy.
Daffy? Yeah, it's Daffy, right?
Daffy.
Daffy es un loco arrebatado.
Daffy. Because Donald took care of 3 nephews.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
y está casado.
right. He has a girlfriend.
He's más tranquilo. He spazzes out here and there.
But he's a responsible
And I think
fowl.
it's more what people think he has a speech impediment more than anything, but El Loco is really Daffy. Dude.
Yeah.
Daffy's out of control.
Yeah.
He spits on purpose and because he's a duck, but it's more than
He also gaslights.
Oh,
I mean, he's thinking
like a mother ducker.
Yeah.
That kid, that duck needs medication.
I mean, frankly, that should be the sequel to Coyote versus Acme. One flew over the duck's nest.
No, he could do a medication commercial.
Can you imagine? I'm trying to think if I could do Daffy Duck's
No,
voice.
you see like one of those drug commercials, like Daffy Duck playing tennis, Daffy Duck swimming. And he's
for
like,
Zoloft.
I used to be very aggressive,
But now I use Quackfill. Suffer and succotash.
No, that's Sylvester.
No.
Yeah, Sylvester the cat is suffering succotash.
Yeah, no, he is.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
No,
But you were there. The voice was there, though. The voice worked. It's the catchphrase.
remember which is the one I could never get his name right.
Yosemite Sam.
No, la gallina grande esa.
Oh, Foghorn Leghorn.
Foghorn Leghorn, whatever his name was.
Foghorn Leghorn.
Esa gallina grande.
I'll say it.
I'm a chicken hawk. Catch me some chicken.
What was the girl that was always in love with him, the little head?
Her name was Henrietta.
Henrietta. I always tell, especially now that Tristan hasn't cut his hair and like it's covering his face. I'm like, you look like that dog from Warner Brothers. You know what I'm talking about? That he used to clock in. Remember?
with the metal lunchbox?
He used to clock in and then he did nothing and clocked out.
He was a sheepdog.
Yeah, no hacía nada, right?
No, he watched the sheep, but sheep aren't very active animals.
That I actually, you know what, that is gonna be. That's an fun movie.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I could just see Wild E. Coyote plaintiff. I could see like the
little placard
versus Acme Corporation, a Delaware corporation. Registered. Oh, because most companies are in Delaware. Yeah,
that's right.
Okay,
that would be
kids
great.
will never know.
They could if they wanted to.
Because you know what,
it's available for free.
Because I often think about, obviously, but you know what though, all these cartoons, they're not of our time.
No,
I mean those cartoons are from like the 30s and the 40s.
Those cartoons were old when our parents were kids.
Those were like for our grandparents,
right?
In the song that you were singing, you literally said 1933. In one part.
Oh, that's true.
That's
yeah,
one of the lyrics.
That's true. The theme song. Yeah.
Yeah.
You literally quoted.
Yeah, like my parents weren't even a thought.
Yeah. Right. So
same.
So
yeah.
those
My parents were negative 25.
Yeah. Those cartoons were not of our time, but yet
they were shorts in the theater.
But decades later, like 50, 60 years later, when we came around, we loved those cartoons. But it's interesting how this generation doesn't.
They just don't have them.
And I understand that, you know, animation now, it's like the storytelling is much more complex and you know, there's an artistry there. Right. But I also think that's something that's sort of so basic, but could still make you laugh so many years later.
That is an artistry unto itself as well.
Right.
Being able to get that much in a 5-minute cartoon.
Yeah.
I mean,
and it's these characters that you don't forget, at all. Right? And they're very simple characters, but complex at the same time.
Right.
Because when you really stop and think about it, like, who was in that drawing board thinking of a psychotic duck? Or about a coyote or a roadrunner? Like, I mean, that's something that we don't think about, the creation of those characters.
The short of Daffy Duck that he is basically breaking the fourth wall.
That he's being erased and
he's
redrawn.
Talking to the artist. Mm-hmm. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. It's like 5-6 minutes. Brilliant from start to finish.
A mí me encanta de una Bugs Bunny que he steps into la sopa.
Like
they're making like un caldo. Yeah, he thinks it's a hot tub. And it's rabbits.
What's cooking? You are.
I mean, listen, and then Yosemite Sam and Elmer Fudd would be good for like anger medication. And then, you know,
Elmer Fudd was not angry. Yosemite had, yeah.
And then you'd see them like walking away into the sunset in like a pina colada.
I used to be very preoccupied with hunting rabbits.
But now I like a Mai Tai.
Now I enjoy Mai Tais with Zoiloft.
Okay. Let's this is making us thirsty.
Okay. All this medication talk.
It's making us thirsty.
It's making us thirsty.
So I actually wanted to give my last soda to the Knicks.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Yes. So I can't say that I follow basketball that much. What I really follow is baseball. I can't say I follow basketball that much. Or that I even follow the Knicks that much. But what was really important about their win is that they hadn't won in, I think, was it 53 years. They hadn't won in 53 years. And, you know, the fact that 53 years later, they had a championship, you know, that's pretty incredible because, you know, when you love a team like, you know, people love the Knicks or whatever respective team, and year after year after year, you don't make it. There comes a point that it's like, what am I rooting for? Right? But what I have found is that the fandoms, you know, around the country, especially up north, are just, these people are hardcore. You know, fandoms in Miami, It's nothing. I mean, everybody says that. It's not something new. What I'm saying, and I didn't understand that till I lived in the Midwest. That I'm like, wow, these people are like legit. So here's a little trivia.
Okay.
Here's a little trivia. What is the professional sports team that has had the longest gap in championships?
Any sports team.
Any sports?
Isn't it the Red Sox?
No. The Red Sox had a long one, but not longer than this. Junior?
The Seattle Mariners?
No, but you're close. You're in the right sport. Hello, this was a big deal. The Cubs. The Cubs won in 19.
Oh, you're saying that already happened.
Yes. Well, the longest.
I thought you meant current.
No, the longest was in current. The Cubs, 1908 to 2016. That was 108 years.
Jiminy Christmas.
Yeah,
108
because
years.
the Red Sox was 86 or something.
84.
Oh, okay.
84. Yes, I reminded them when I went to Fenway Park. And currently in baseball, the one that has the longest stretch is, I believe, hold on. It's don't tell me who it is. Don't tell me who it is. Don't tell me who it is.
Should we
Junior.
play Jeopardy music?
It is the Indians. It's the Cleveland Indians. Oh, well, the Guardians. Correct me if I'm wrong. Currently, is it?
Darian, you are correct. 77 years.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
Yes.
since the last time.
Yes.
And since I have this page open, I'm just gonna say the in the NFL, Arizona Cardinals, 78 years since their last win. NHL, Toronto Maple Leafs, and the Cincinnati Bengals. That's football.
Yeah.
Cleveland Guardians and NBA Sacramento Kings.
Those are the long.
75 years.
They each have 75 years.
Each, yeah.
Coño, what a
70,
coincidence.
no, 78, 77, 75.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm like, coño, qué puntería.
The Toronto Maple Leafs, really? I thought they were like really good, but then again, I don't know anything
I know
about
nothing
hockey.
about hockey. You could tell me they won every year, I'd say yes.
This also said the Cincinnati Bengals are in the NHL. So I don't know about this anymore.
It's Cincinnati, Canada.
My favorite province, Cincinnati, Canada.
Cincinnati, Canada. Yeah. Yeah, that's like, imagine that. It's funny because I am not a Cubs fan at all, as people have seen with my hat. I'm a White Sox fan. But no, the Cubs. But I was actually really happy when
You
they won.
gotta be happy for
I was happy when they
yeah.
won because that was history in the making. So, and did you watch that game, Junior?
The Cubs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is one of the best World Series
Yeah.
because it got to Game 7.
No, that series.
It was one of the best series.
Was crazy.
It got to Game 7, and Game 7 was a back and forth. That it was like, holy shit! Like, I was like, wow.
Is that the one where the guy caught the ball?
No, that was with the Marlins.
Yeah.
That was against the Marlins.
That was still in play?
Yeah, that was against the Marlins when they lost and the Marlins won.
There you go.
That was 2003.
Oh, okay.
Like, do
Steve
you guys?
Bartman.
But it was the Cubs.
The Cubs.
It
Yeah.
was the Cubs.
In Wrigley también.
Okay.
Do you guys remember just how Miami was in '97 when the Marlins won and when the Marlins made? Because remember that the Marlins made. Oh, we're finally talking about sports, pero let me tell you. Yes.
Wait, did I walk into un podcast de los mayores?
I think. I mean, if you followed it, you remember, but the Marlins got into the World Series through the wild card, right?
Yep.
So we kind of had already been like, well, this is not happening,
This
you know?
is over.
And then the wild card, we get in, and then we won. And it was such a great series. But I remember
The youngest team in league history.
it was
right?
the Marlins was only 4 years at that point because it was in '93 that they started and it was '97. So I just remember the excitement everybody has. Like my parents who are not sports people, like were putting stuff on their cars and all that stuff. Yeah. It was like, I mean, I have to tell you that was one of those like times thinking back about like being in Miami that it was like, wow, what a time, because everybody was so into like that '97 Marlins World Series.
I think that was the birth of those car flags. Also,
Verdad, verdad.
everyone was buying them at Sports Authority or whatever.
Verdad.
Clipping to your
Sports Authority.
window ahí.
Sports Authority. There you
Took it back,
Well,
sir.
that's where you would have been in 97
That is
buying
true.
that.
That's true. You weren't going to Dick's.
Nope.
No.
What was that?
No.
That was another store.
That did, yes, exactly. That's where he went to go get those dolls.
Yeah. Yeah. Chipper Jones. That was and then of course I Love You Miami. Like that was a great series. That was a great series.
He was on podcast.
He was
Wasn't he?
one of the Legends of Date episodes.
Legends of Date episode. Yeah.
And he did a little bit of a special with Robert from Un Podcast.
Yeah.
Livan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times. So that's my cafecito.
That's
this
your
week.
your last cafecito. Okay. All right. Well, last soda.
I like talking about sports, but you don't like sports.
Well, I don't dislike
Well,
sports.
it's not that
I
you
just
dislike
don't-
it, but the thing about
I just don't know
the
enough
thing
about
about
it to have a
sports talk.
conversation.
The thing about sports talk, and really the only sport I know about is baseball because that's the only one I follow. But the thing with sports talk is that it's very technical,
Right.
Right. It's like you have to know stats and history and years and this and players. Like I admit that it's very technical. So to have like a full blown conversation, like it's
I know
it's
enough
hard.
to know what's going on.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
You know enough to know that they're not scoring. The Marlins aren't scoring a touchdown.
There you go. There you go. There you go. I'll bring my nephews next time so you can
Yeah.
you can have baseball talk.
Yeah. But your nephews don't remember the 97 Marlins.
That is also true. That's also very true. So my last soda, I'm going to go ahead and give it to a friend of the podcast, Ana Villafañe. So Ana is currently in London on the West End, starring in the Sinatra musical as Ava Gardner. But that's not why I'm giving her the last soda. I'm actually giving her the last soda because she just released a single a couple weeks ago. It's on Spotify. Go check it out. It's called Suelta. And it's got a really cool, like, I feel like she's channeling Ava Gardner and that era, but it's entirely in Spanish. And it's just got this like very sexy, like lounge, smoky vibe to it. Like you want to order a martini, but then send it back because it's not dirty enough.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean?
That feeling.
Yeah, it's that type of vibe. You know, there's just a cigar, but then somebody's also smoking a cigarette that's on one of those long sticks. You know, it's very that. And I mean, look, she's a hell of a talent. She's a triple threat. You know, she can sing, she can dance, she can act. And her voice is in rare form. Again, she's over in the West End in a musical. She's, I think, originating the role over there. And I will never miss an opportunity to plug, homegrown talent, especially homegrown talent that's been on our show. So, Suelta by Ana Villafañe.
On Spotify and all streaming platforms.
Yes.
So that's a good one. That's a good one. So, okay. Well, everybody, as you enjoy the crisp, chill temperatures outside.
Wait, before we go. Sorry, happy Father's Day. It's this Sunday.
Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, everyone.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to all the pero primos out there. Happy Father's Day to Chati.
Happy Father's Day, Pops. I love you. Happy Father's Day, Chati. Happy Father's Day, Darian.
Happy
Thank
Father's
you.
Day to you.
Thank you.
Yes.
You know that on Father's Day till this day, I'm like, I'm a dad. Because, I never, I don't think of myself as a dad, but I am,
Right.
It's like, oh, yeah.
Despite being reminded every day
Yeah.
by the child
'Cause
that's in your home.
I think of my dad,
You don't think of yourself as a grown-up.
Oh, my dad que hoy superó las cataratas. So, get well to my dad. And
Antes
happy
del Día de los
Father's Day.
Padres.
And happy Father's Day to my dad.
Yes, happy Father's Day to your dads. And
Yeah.
the dads at Cultura, because they're all dads here
That's
in
true.
Cultura. So shout out to all the dads.
The only two that aren't is you and me, huh, Junior?
Yeah, I'm a dog dad.
You're a dog
so
dad. I'm not
You're
even
dog
that.
dad.
Happy Father's Day to the dog dads too.
Yeah.
You
You don't even have a
Padres Day.
goldfish.
No, I don't. No.
Do you have a plant?
No.
Coño. A cactus?
Listen, I one time had a lucky bamboo that willed itself to live because I forgot to water it for like weeks on end.
Okay. So anyway, well, happy Father's Day again to everybody up there. We hope you listen, laughed, and learned. As always, remember to grab your croqueta, your pastelito, and your cafecito. Thank you for joining us, everyone. Have a great weekend. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.